My fellow Americans, I come to you tonight to ask you, what time is it? What time, and are you free? Are you free from society invading? Are you free to be a free thinker and be an entrepreneur? Are you free? Or did they build a bridge over you too? Or did they build a homeless shelter in your city and in your neighborhood? I ask you, America, have equality found their way to your kids? The school system of checks and balances. Is kids today able to read and write a little better? Is kids today any better off than they was 50 years ago? I urge all Americans and all black to think they can send a stimulus package and put it together at the drop of a hat to stimulate the economy because they don't want the economy to tank. They don't want the system to be brought down. Checks and balances, my friends. You ask a question. When will those people be held accountable for the actions of killing unarmed young black African American kids? We ask the polices to police themselves. We ask the black polices to be honorable and respectful. But what do we expect from the white polices? A billy stick over your head, handcuffs in your mouth, bullets in the back as well as in the front. You asked not what you can do for your country, but what your country can do for you. How can you ask a country that was built on the backs of a slave to be honorable? They have no honor. If they did, they would have done this long before it got here. I look upon the city, the state, and the towns. It is very hard to deal with. For the simple fact is that the fact still remains the same. Are we better off during the 60s and the 50s or doing now? How many African Americans lost their life at Bull Connor? How many African Americans was down for the fight and the struggle as we take this journey together? We look, we listen, and we try to learn. The coronavirus have shown all Americans for what it really is. America is a melting pot of lies and deception. They wrote a check to Martin Luther King a long time ago. So-called stimulus packages. 40 acres and a mule was supposed to be given to all African Americans, but yet and still we and the prison system are getting over on our kids. They bring them back from the jails and they put them on gun squads. and they take them out and put them on a work roller. And they have them cutting grass and doing the things which they should be paying people to do. But they say the convict have to do something to earn its food. This is the way it is. The United States of America does not care at all. You can't write a letter to the White House because there's no one there. You can't write a letter to the Congress, the senators, the statesmen, because no one cares. They only care about the skin of the whites. They build bridges over your towns. They allow your roads to get potholes, and they give you second-class books. That was during my time in the 50s and 60s. Year 2000, there shouldn't be no potholes in the road, but they are. There shouldn't be no second-class books, but they are. They care more about an illegal alien that come from a different country because they don't have to deal with the fallout of the Semitism of slavery. Everybody tell you you should get over the past. I ask God to give them a dose of reality so they could see how it really feels to know that their ancestors was hung by the same people that's in Congress today, the same people that's in legislature today. They didn't care enough about what Bull Connor was doing, so they blew up churches. They cared nothing about our society today. The polices have got a little better, but there are still some rogue polices out there that are killing unarmed black men. They just did it the other day, walked up in a young man's house, a white officer, she was a woman, walked up in the man's house and she shot him, killed him dead. And this is what she said: I thought it was my house. And they gave her 10 years. This man is dead and gone. They tried to say he was a dope dealer. He was all the baddest things in the world. He didn't knock on your door. That is why coronavirus is here, my friend. It is not here to kill black people, but make no mistake about it, I'm very sorry that it taken this to get us to understand the true nature and the true bigotry that our ancestors went through. Even though Martin Luther King said, I have a dream, and I'm not afraid of any man. My eyes have seen the coming of the Lord. You think that that will change their mind? I'm here to tell you, my friend, that the time has long gone into the sea. How do we straighten this up? Not for me, not for my situation, no, for our kids. The kids that are still stuck in our groins, that want to become a earthling, how do we make it better for them?